There you go, guys. Welcome to another Hang Loose Recluse production. In today's video, I'm going to do a vlogging test and practice of the Fremantle markets, because it is public vlogging practice. So I'm going to walk around like none of these people matter, none of them exist, and it's not about any of them. It's all about me showing you through the Fremantle markets as we have a jazz singer in the background as she sings away, and it's all about gaining confidence here. Anyway, I'll try and shut up and just talk about random things, but I'm not sure if you are aware, but I'm actually shy kind of doing this, but this is my way of getting out of that and walking around and doing a vlog to show you what the Fremantle markets looks like. So we'll go for a little bit of a roll around the Freo markets, see if we end up getting booted out, because last time I was here, some lady went all nuts on me and thought I was filming her, but I was actually filming myself. So we'll see what happens on this occasion, because it's not illegal to walk around with a camera and film in public. Once again, nobody has a right to privacy in public. A lot of people look at you funny when you're walking around with a camera. It's just the way the world is now. Everybody walks around with a camera, including me. So people think that if the camera's pointing the other way, people wave at you from the wrong way. They don't realise what a lens looks like. A lens actually is a little round thing, and it actually faces this way on this occasion, not that way. But so many people think that the lens is pointing that way. They're idiots. But you get the idea. They all think I'm trying to film them, but they have no idea what I'm actually here trying to do as Hang Loose Recluse, as I walk around the crowds and not give a about what anybody thinks while I walk around with a camera, because it is all about public filming, and it's not illegal to film in public, that's for sure. Obviously you're supposed to go to centre management and ask for permission to do this, but who asks for permission when they pick up a mobile phone? I'm sure everybody that picks up a mobile phone doesn't ask for permission when they walk around a public place. And you know what? Most people don't realise no one has a right to privacy in public. Nobody has a right to privacy in public. That's a general rule. Because otherwise we would not be able to, none of us would be able to use our mobile phones ever to do a video or recording. But we'll see how long it takes before centre management come and crack down, or one of the whingy shops. Because last time I was here, one of the whingy shop owners had a bit of a sook, but they never complain about anybody that pulls their mobile phones out of their pocket. For some reason they see this thing and they get intimidated by it and think that I'm going to use it for some sort of bloody bad shit that goes on in the world. Anyway, I'll try not to swear because I am in public, so I do have to refrain from the language. I'll keep the language on a good public format, so you know, it's not really swear words or anything like that. So we walk around. This is the Fremantle markets, guys, walking around. There's heaps of stores here, heaps of things to see and do in the Freo markets. You got no idea how many people actually on the other side of the camera waving at the camera thinking that I'm filming them, but I'm not filming them at all. As you know, I'm walking around doing a vlog in public, but so many thick people on the other side of the camera thinking I'm filming them, and they wave at it. But that's okay. But like I said, if you aren't aware yet, I'm actually shy doing this, and this is the personality that I break out with, because this overcomes that shyness. Walking around in public with a camera and doing this sort of stuff. So reality is, you people know what I'm all about, but these people don't know what I'm about. They all stare at you dumbfounded, like, what's this guy up to? They've got absolutely no idea what this guy's walking around doing. You know, you guys know the finished result, but the people here don't. And I know I'm repeating myself, guys, that's because I'm sort of clamming up around the people and think, whoa, you know, I don't know what to say sometimes, because I'm talking loudly in public, other people can hear it. I get all funny when I know people are hearing what I'm saying, eavesdropping and all that. Obviously, I'm not walking around just with a camera out in open spaces like I normally do. I'm doing this in a public event, and this is the Fremantle markets. Again, I'd love to show you around, but last time I was here, I filmed into some shops. Some of the shop owners got a bit upset with that. See, look, there's a lady in front of me filming with a mobile phone. Nobody blinks an eye. But as soon as you walk around with a camera on a tripod, they all get sort of funny and go all nuts over it. So this is the food section of Fremantle markets. Hello, Ramona. G'day, you're on a camera, you're on a video now. I know that lady back there. I'll show her this video one day, and I'll talk to her another time, because I know that lady back there. Very interesting. All right, this is the fruit section of the Fremantle markets. So we walk around on this vlog. So I do a bit of a spinny winny. There we go, we'll do a spinny. So you can see what's around me, behind me, all around. There we go. Because I've got my arms stretched right out, I can't really do that too often, because it is a pretty jam-packed market. On a Saturday anyway, it's definitely packed on a Saturday, because all the families are coming out and about doing their thing, going to the markets. It's actually not a bad market. I like this market. It reminds me of the Dandenong market. Caribbean Gardens over in the east, and I've also, of course, Queen Victoria Market. But I haven't seen those for quite a few years because I live here now. I used to love the markets over in Melbourne, but it was obviously before camera times and all that stuff. So just a quick walk around, about done. Talking for the sake of it. Again, I'm talking fast because I'm actually bloody nervous doing this. I really am. I feel like a dork doing this in public. I feel like an idiot. You all might think that I love doing this, and I do, but I don't love the anxious. I'm actually shaking from anxiety right now because I don't really want to be doing this, but something just drives me to do it because it helps me get out of the shell a little bit and just do this. As I walk and talk, get all the evil stares from all the people, think it's all about them and I'm filming them. But as you know, it's all about you people at home and me filming for you people at home. All right, one last little pan around, I'll get the hell out of here. So scroll through the markets. On my way out, that's it. I'm gonna get out of here now, go for a walk up the alley. Once again, guys, thank you very much for watching the Hang Loose Recluse Fremantle Markets vlog. So I make my way out into the public area, well, the street area, and we'll get out of here. That was the Fremantle Markets. Of course it was. So yeah, if you haven't been down to Freo Markets, you make your way over to Freo, you'll hear this lady in the background singing. There she is, she's pretty good. She's awesome. All right. And there's the main street of Freo, which I'll walk up there. I do have some time left on my parking, but I am making this pretty quick to get out, and I'll get out of here. Usually there's some action out the front of this side of the markets, talking for the sake of it. As you can tell, I'm just bloody talking, waffling. I'm doing a record here, see how long I can talk for and without stopping, and just continuous talking for the sake of talking without a subject, and just keep on talking and walking around while I'm doing it. Because this is just a challenge in itself, just being able to talk for the sake of talking, and that's what I'm good at. Walking and talking for the sake of talking. Watch this, I'm gonna walk through this guy's crowd because I don't care. Look, he's got a circle, he's got a circle jerk here. Here he goes, he's doing something as there's people around. As we walk and talk, some bloke in the background winning an audience over, doing his thing. I think the volume there was a little bit too loud because I saw it peeking out on the meter there. Now I'm walking down the main street of Fremantle, one of the main streets of Fremantle. And I'm kind of yelling, obviously, I shouldn't be, but I can see the level meter peaking on the camera, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully the audio worked on this. Yeah, I can see the meters are working, but it is peaking out. Here we go, we got some street buskers and whatnot. I'll do a bit of a pan around and see what's going on. Streets are always busy here in Freo, but if you come down here Monday to Friday, there's hardly anybody here. It's like a ghost town. Saturdays when it's all packed and jam-packed like this, it looks like bloody Burke Street, Melbourne. But it's a Saturday, and because of that reason, you get lots of people out and about, going to the shops, going to the markets. And I used to come and jam down here on weekdays, and I'd come down on Tuesdays and Thursdays sometimes, and there'd be no one here at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon on a weekday, like hardly anybody at all. So if you ever did want to come down for a bit of peace and quiet in Freo, it is the best time to come down on a weekday. Yeah, definitely. Someone agreed in the background with that. But Saturdays, it's just a bit hustling and bustling. This is where I can showcase you and show you what's going on. So we've got a lovely violinist in the background. Lots of street busking in Fremantle. So for all you eastern staters, if you ever come over to Perth, make sure you just make your way to Freo, because it has got a good vibe about it. Even the old buildings and all that sort of stuff, all those old style buildings from the 1800s from way back. Now I did come down and stay at the Esplanade Hotel here a couple of times. Yeah, so I did come down and stay at the Esplanade Hotel down there in Fremantle, down on the foreshore near the Ferris wheel. It's a great little hotel to stay at. Walk around the city at night. The buildings talk to you. They've actually got history. There's something about the way the buildings speak. They kind of speak to you in a way where the history tells you its story. You walk around there at night and there is a story for those buildings to speak the history of what they've seen. There is some sort of chemistry that goes on in this town, and it's I'm just not making that up. But see, the good thing about being in Freo is you can put on your weirdest, most out there personality like I am right now, because you just fit in with the locals. When you go nuts on a camera like I am now, people just think you're talking to yourself and you're able to do this sort of stuff. So they just think you're one of the locals that walks around talking to themselves, you know. So that's what Fremantle's about. I'm walking around down into the main street part section, and I will get out of here soon because my parking's due to expire in about 5 minutes. So we'll make my way back to the car where it's parked and get on out of here. Again, talking to try and break a world record for the most amount of talking in a personal vlog, it seems. I probably could do it if it was a Guinness Book of World Records, to be able to talk, walk and talk to a camera while you're walking around, filming yourself in public doing a vlog, because that's just how it is. It does feel daunting doing this because you can just see that it affects me. It mentally messes with my anxiety to see that people are looking at this guy. I shouldn't give a shit what people think. And no one should give a shit what people think. That's just the reality of it. I'm going to go up here and get the hell out of here, go the back way back to the car park. There's a lolly shop in there, so you can film it from the outside, but you can't film it when you go in there because they don't like it. You can film what you like out in the streets, as long as you're not on private property. And well, this is kind of, well, it's public property because we're out in public. That's how it is. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll make my way back to the car, talking for the sake of talking. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. All right, well, I think I've broken the world record for the most amount of talking and vlogging in one take, that's for sure. Doing it just for the sake of bloody talking. Lots of arty people in Fremantle. It's a very wicked city. Like I said, the buildings talk to you. They speak a million words. You just look around and look at the buildings. It's old. It's great. It's got a great vibe to it, old Freo. Now I'm just in a back sort of area where I just walked down on the sides there. So we'll get back to the car and get the hell out of here. I'm not sure how usable this footage is going to be, but this is my first real proper vlog walking around in public, I guess, with a Hang Loose Recluse t-shirt. And I wonder if there's any people that notice the Hang Loose Recluse t-shirt in these markets. Look, oh, well, who's this guy? Oh, is he Hang Loose? Not that they'll know who I am, but would they go and look and see? I didn't really talk about the name too much. There's a wicked little pub there to the side there. Absolutely brilliant pub, that one. Well, when I say brilliant vibe, just like all the Freo buildings as such. And there's a chunky motorbike ahead. There he goes as he takes off. Don't know if you can see much. You probably can't, but I'm sure you can hear it. That's all good. Oh yeah, I might as well go for a little waltz through this section here, because this is like part of the back alley section of where I just was. So there's all these interconnecting alleys in Fremantle. They all join up, and really good place to just walk around and do street photography and all that sort of stuff. It's like I said, the vibe is just, it's bustling on a weekend down here. I've said it before, but if you do want peace and quiet in Fremantle, come on a weekday. There's hardly anybody here at all on a weekday. I don't know if that's changed since holidaymakers come along, but yeah, I'm going for a quiet section here now. As I wind it up, I'll get out of here. Is that a Swedish flag? I think, is that Swedish or Switzerland? I don't know. I'm hopeless with geography. Geology? Sorry, geography. I don't know, I get the two mixed up. One's numbers and one's land. Geology, geography, yes, geography, because I think Geograph Bay down in Busselton, which reminds me that Geograph is, yeah, so yeah. I will shut up because it makes me look like a clown because I'm not the smartest person on the planet. But I do have some editing skills. Look at this old beast. I'm going to do a bit of a pan around this beast just for the sake of it, just because I can. There we go, nice car. My old man had one of these, awesome. There we go, there's a bit of a beast. Hang Loose Recluse. I'm an anti-vaxxer though, you mightn't like what I talk about. It's anti-political shit, but I will be putting this on YouTube, sir. Awesome, Hang Loose Recluse. Rock on, all right. That was a beast of a machine. I've obviously got to include that. You just heard my little spiel there. Whether people like it or not, they can get fucked. Thank you. Anyway, this has been another Hang Loose Recluse production as I make my way out of the Fremantle market area and do what I was going to do for the rest of the day. You've been watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. And you know what, guys? I probably shouldn't say I'm anti-vax. I'm anti-government. Suddenly you have to take a medication to keep your job. So yeah, I'm not necessarily anti-vax. I'm more about get government. Who the are you? Where did you come from? Why are you forcing me to get this medication in order to keep the previous job that I just had of 10 years? You assholes. You assholes. Government, you. Thank you. Goodbye. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Bye-bye. And once again, guys, I am sort of, my heart rate, I've got to turn the aircon on. My heart rate is just firing up because that is daunting doing that in public for me. Oh, it actually fires me up. This anxiety overwhelms me. It actually overwhelms me so much. See, most people couldn't do what I just did. Now, I can't even do what I just did, but I just forced myself to do it. And I'm shaking nervous from just doing that. Look, am I shaking a bit? Oh, a little bit. But yeah, that was bloody nervous. That was nerve-wracking indeed. Anyway, g'day guys, I'm in Fremantle here and I'm going to check out the price of coffee in Fremantle for our fellow citizens around the rest of the world. I'm going to go in here and order a coffee, see how much it costs. We'll compare it with other places around the world. If you could drop your price for your local gourmet type of coffee shop at wherever you are in the world, at your pricing with in Australia, it'll be AU at the end of it. So I'll go order a coffee. I'll put the price in the video, obviously, and let you know how that coffee went down and see whether it was worth the dollars they're trying to charge here in fancy artisan Fremantle. So let's go check out the coffee at this place called Wild Bakery and let's go see what it's like. Don't forget guys, drop your comment about the price of your coffee in your part of the world below. Thank you. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. Now obviously I won't be able to just walk in and film without the owner's permission, but we will go in and get the coffee now. Let's see how expensive it is and compare it to the rest of the world. Thank you. Well, here I am in the store. I'm in here, about to get the coffee. I'll wait until they tell me off, but I will order the coffee and then we'll compare it to how it tastes versus the price, and we'll compare it with the rest of the world. Thank you. Awesome, so we'll do a pan around and we'll get some food in the store. I've just been granted permission to film in public. So in the store, and I'll show you some of the food to go with the coffee. Let's do a bit of a close-up shot of some of the food in Wild Bakery. Thank you. So far so good guys, it's a pretty good bakery by the looks of it, lots of good food in here. The Wild Bakery in Perth, I can't remember the street, but it's across the road from Ginger Morris. Ginger Morris is just over there. We're going to get our coffee soon and try it and compare it to the prices around the rest of the world. Thank you. And there's a very receptive lady in the background. She said, go for it, film as much as you like of the products, but I'm not filming the customers. So no customer should be worried because we're not filming the customers, we're filming ourselves. Thank you. I'll read out the menu on the wall. We've got wild sourdough, WA grown spelt starter, slow fermented, ancient baked fresh daily grain, Hannah loaf, country style, Angus loaf, sesame seed, sandwich loaf, family loaf, Teresa loaf, routed quinoa, La Grande, algae baguette, 4 seeds, sunshine, 100% spelt, fruit loaf, mixed fruit, German rye and light rye. This is the Wild Bakery in Fremantle, Western Australia. Come and get some. Thank you. Just waiting for our coffee now guys. The countdown begins as we compare coffees from around the world and the prices and associated tastes and flavours. Do you like the coffee here, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. What part of the world are you from? That's a nice accent.
From Sicily.
Ah, awesome. It's amore.
It's amore, yeah.
Awesome. Enjoy your coffee, sir.
Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you. All right, guys, I've got my coffee now as we leave the building here at Wild Bakery. Thanks for the patronage to all the staff involved. Thank you. They didn't mind me filming. Appreciate that. And we'll go outside onto the street now and get the coffee shop in the background as we give way to this car that's right next to me. Let him go first because he's got right of way because I'm walking on the road now, pretending he's not even there. But that's okay. I'll just keep on filming. I'm not filming him, I'm filming me, okay? See the lens is on this side, guys. Thank you. I'm not filming you. That's all right. It's all good. They kind of ruined me shot, but that's all right. We'll work around this. I might be able to get some takes out of it, but I wanted to get the running shot, leaving the shot, walking into the middle of the road, and I'll continue that on now as we go out, and that's the Wild Bakery there as in the background. As someone beeps at me, I'm not even nowhere near on the road. As you can see, the road's over there. I'll show you where I am in relation to the road. We've got Ginger Morris across the road. I'm about to have a sip of the coffee for the first time. That's real dirty chai. Now, Wild Bakery does a good coffee, guys, so if you want to come down and get yourself a good dirty chai coffee, I love me dirty chai coffee. And again, that's Wild Bakery back there. Very good. It's the proper chai, you know, that real aniseedy type flavour of a chai. Very brilliant. Wild Bakery passed the test for a good dirty chai. I love a good dirty chai. I don't like that fake crap that they use, but I still drink those ones anyway. So once again, guys, that's a Wild Bakery. I was looking at the wrong spot there. I was looking at the wrong building across the road. So Wild Bakery passed the tests on the coffee flavour. Absolutely good flavoured coffee and good flavoured chai. Absolutely brilliant. You've been watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. G'day guys, welcome to another Hang Loose Recluse video. Further to the last video, still drinking the coffee. I'm still drinking the coffee from Wild Bakery, which is just down the road. I did drive off and I came past this building here and thought, I need to film this video and get this as a background. So we'll waltz on over and we'll check it out because I love the artistic nature of Fremantle. Fremantle is absolutely an awesome place that's full of good things and art and arty people. Some people get offended at cameras, some don't, but it looks pretty wicked here. So I will go for a walk along this wall here. I'll show you in the background, and then I'll just go for a scroll and a roll along. So yeah, just love things like this in Fremantle. Fremantle's well known for this sort of stuff. So we'll go for a walk and I'll get that in the background there. All the arty sort of stuff, as you can see, just it looks really, I really like it. There's something about Fremantle. I really like the idea of all the art and craft and arty people that goes on. I could repeat myself, and I do often repeat myself. And someone even commented the other day that I repeated something, and it's like I do it a lot because I get a bit lost for what I'm going to say next. Sometimes, other times I don't, and I just roll with it and just go with the flow. Oh, this is actually a building. I didn't realise it was a business, as you can see inside there. It's got a nice little entrance to a store. It's very good. I didn't realise it was actually a store. I thought it was all about just the artwork on the building. As the lady walks past and gives me a receptive smile, thank you for not being... Yeah, of course I am. Who isn't these days? She asked me if I'm on YouTube, and yeah, of course I am, absolutely. So yeah, I didn't realise this was going to be a shop. I for some reason I thought it was just a wall that was painted with artwork. Very good. I probably should walk across the road. What's it called? East-West Design, Home Garden Lifestyle. East-West Design, Home Garden Lifestyle. I'll go across the road. I'll go across the road so you can see the artwork a little bit better as I point the camera out there, walk along, and I'll get another vlog going back with the artwork facing backwards. And yeah, this is just another classic example of all sorts of colour all around the parts of Fremantle that we habitat when we come down here and see. It's always something new to see in town. Like I'd never seen this before, that's why I've pulled up and thought I'd stop and film this, check it on out. Yeah, obviously a lot of information in that wall in the background there, brilliant, love it. So East-West Vintage Design, yeah, check it out. It's just opposite the road from Boat Paints, as you can see behind me. There's Boat Paints just there behind me. And I'll keep on walking along the building edge and get the hell out of here, and that will be a wrap for this one. As I'm still sipping on the coffee from Wild Bakery, well recommended coffee, and the lady behind there, I think she had a European accent, was very receptive. There was a girl in there who asked what I was doing, was a bit paranoid about it, but the other girl had already given me permission, and she sort of shook her head at the other girl, so you know, sometimes it just goes without saying. It's just an extension of a mobile phone that just because I'm walking around with a camera on a tripod in front of me, people get offended. But anyone pulls out a mobile phone in any situation at any time. Now this is on the corner of South Terrace and McLaren Street. South Terrace and McLaren Street, Fremantle, as you can see by the sign in the background as I walk off back to where I'm parked, and I'll get out of here and do a little shot backwards there, and you can see behind me. And here's another wicked little wall. There's always some sort of arty person doing some sort of artwork on shop buildings as such, you know. It's a really wicked little town. And if you look up here, you'll even see a house up here that looks really old and traditionally old school, sort of cool looking. Anyway, this has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. I'm getting out of here. I'm in Fremantle somewhere that I just explained in the video for your entertainment. Remember, this is all for your enjoyment, not mine, but it also encourages me to be an entertainer. You're watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you.